guys, it's your girl Ellie York and welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited you joined me here today. I came across a topic and it struck a nerve with me. Okay, I was reading an article about a YouTuber, Instagrammer named GetbodiedbyJ. And she apparently had some silicone injections in her butt, and I'm not sure if it was a personal choice or they started bothering her, but for whatever reason she got them removed. And she had a message that she left in a video for her followers and any young girl that was thinking about getting these illegal butt injections to just get it done right if you're going to do it at all, or to work hard the old-fashioned way. That's not the issue that I have though. The issue that I have is with the comment section. Oh my gosh, they were despicable. The comment section had so many different comments about how nobody told her to do that. Oh well, it's her fault. She shouldn't have went and got that stuff done. She should have been happy with herself and not gone and got no procedures. Nobody told her to get plastic surgery. She shouldn't have had to worry about all that. Pause. Pump the brakes for 2 seconds. You know who told her to do that? Society told her to do that. You know who else told her to do that? You, probably at some point in your life where you told some young girl who was impressionable and not secure in herself that something was wrong with her. I am so sick of society playing this role in our lives where we feel inferior or we're supposed to have confidence issues because we don't look like what the status quo says we should look like. I cannot tell you how many times growing up I have either been said to myself or heard someone say it to someone about how she doesn't have any titties, she doesn't have a butt, she is fat, she's too skinny. There are so many things that are said to young girls all the time. And then when you do get these young girls that decide to act on it because they have so many insecurity issues for things that they've been told over and over and over again by society, then you don't want to take responsibility for it. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I can guarantee you every single person that said, oh well, shouldn't have got it done, nobody told her to go get that done, tough luck, has said something to somebody at some point along the lines of her appearance. That is the problem that I have with it. Now, do I agree with her choice of plastic surgery? I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. Am I going to go get it done tomorrow? No. But it took a long time for me to get to that place. I'm going to share with you what has been said to me the most throughout my life and how it impacted me and what changed in my perception. Okay, so there have been 4 things that have been, well, 5, I'll say 5. 5 things that have been pretty consistent throughout my life where people have felt the need to fix their lips and say things to me about it. 1 is my weight. I've been called fat, I've been asked if I was pregnant, and it wasn't in a nice way. But yes, I've had those things done. 2, my nose. People have always had something to say about my nose. And it started when I was like in kindergarten. I remember even in kindergarten, people asking me about my nose and why I was shaped so funny. And I remember coming home crying about it. 3, I don't have a big butt. I am well endowed up top, but I don't have a big butt going on downstairs. And I remember in high school, I used to get called Nosatol all the time, which means no ass at all. Number 4, the size of my head. I have a pretty large dome. And quite honestly, it doesn't stand out as much now that I've gained a little weight because it is more proportionate with my body. But when I was smaller, it was always something that people felt the need to say to me. Don't ask me why. And number 5 is my hands. People have always said that I have really, really big hands. And You guys, that stuff used to bother me. I remember I would spend, like, if somebody insulted me, I would spend like weeks sitting on that and stewing and being angry and insecure. And that is what they wanted. That is what they wanted. And what has changed for me is really loving who I am as a person and finding things that I love to do and things that I'm good at, and really understanding that I am more than my body. I am more than my appearance. And my actual response to somebody that has something to say about what I look like is, are you doing half of what I do? I work. I have a 2-year-old. I do YouTube. I've written 4 books in a year. And I still find time to be an awesome person that I am. Do you do half of what I do? Because if the answer is no, then your opinion really shouldn't even be brought to my attention, because it doesn't matter. And if the answer is yes, I guarantee you, you have more things going on in your life than to worry about what I'm doing. Now, I'm not saying you won't look at me sometime and say, oh God, oh, she shouldn't have done that. That don't look good. That's fine. Say it to yourself all day long. Say it to your friends. Doesn't matter. But my issue comes in when you fix your lips and feel like you have the ability or have somehow earned the right to say it to me or type it in your little keyboard. You haven't. You have not earned the right to make me or any other woman feel less than because you're projecting your insecurities onto us. The thing that I have learned is that people that have the most to say about somebody else, people that have the most to say about what somebody else looks like, tend to be the most insecure, miserable people that exist out in the world. And the only way that they can find some sort of validation and self-worth is by saying something negative to you, to try to make you feel how they feel. When people say misery loves company, that's what they're talking about. If I hate myself, if I hate what I look like, guess what? I'm going to talk about you and what you look like all day long because it makes me feel better about myself. But when they come to say it to you and it's not in a constructive way, they're just being hateful. We don't have time for those kind of people. So if you find yourself in a situation where you have low self-esteem, a low image of yourself, I'm going to ask you to do a couple things. First, evaluate the people around you. Where is this coming from? Where are these feelings of insecurity coming from? Because it's coming from somewhere. Someone around you in your circle is making you feel inferior, whether it is firsthand, meaning they say something to you, you're fat, your hair is ugly, you need weave, you need to wear makeup, you need to get a bigger butt, you need to do blah, blah, blah. That's firsthand. Or secondhand, where they're always talking about these positive traits, these things that make somebody beautiful or desirable, things that you don't have. Either way, that person's got to go. If you are watching a lot of social media where these women are beautiful and perfect and fabulous, you need to change your venue, honey, because it's obviously affecting how you see yourself. And you need to stop watching it just for a little while until you can get yourself in a better space mentally, until you can believe in what you have to bring to the table mentally. That's what you need to do. And I also am going to ask you to do some self-affirmations. I want you to go look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself all the things that you want yourself to believe about you. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I'm self-sufficient. I'm independent. I have more things going for myself than what I look like. Take those steps. When I started writing books, I learned that Things that I thought mattered, things that I thought were ceilings for me, were not. Things that were obstacles in the past were no longer obstacles. Is my writing perfect? No. It's not, because it's new for me. It's a new thing. Is the story perfect? Yes. That story is captivating. And I honestly feel like it makes up for anything that I'm lacking. Because it's real, it's raw, and people relate to it. There is nothing like feeling like you have accomplished something. It gives you a greater sense of self-worth than anything that you could ever imagine. So, don't let negative Nancy's bring you down and make you feel like you are inferior, because I am here to tell you, girlfriend, that you are not. If you're dating a guy that has something negative to say about your appearance or your mind every day, let him go. If you have friends that you are worried that the second you walk away, they're going to start talking about you and it makes you insecure, let them go. And if you have a family member that is telling you all the time how much you need to lose weight, how you need to change your hair, how you need, tell them respectfully, mind your business. I did not ask you. Take power over yourself. Some people say it's rude. Some people say it's whatever. No, it's loving me. I love me enough to not let you tear me down. I love me enough to not let you put your insecurity and your negative energy onto me. Now, if that means I have to hurt your feelings to get the point across, so you don't ever fix your lips and say anything to me again, then that's what I have to do. Take control of your life. Take control of your situations. Take control of your emotions. Take control of your self-image. And if you want to change something about yourself, then change it, sister. Change it. The right way. For you. Not for somebody else. Or what somebody else thinks you need to do. Change it for you. Love the V that your nose makes and how it flares up when you get just the right amount of attitude. Love these hands that if you have to catch them, you're going to feel it. You know, my brain is large, but it allows me to do everything I need to do in a day to accomplish great things. And yeah, I got a little weight on me, but you know what? 2 years ago, I actually started a workout regimen, and I lost 20 pounds in a couple of months. And I felt great. But what it did for me, even though I gained it back, y'all, I gained it back. But what it did for me, it told me that anything I put my mind to, I could do. And when I get ready, when I get good and ready to do it, I can do it. Not because of what somebody else thinks I need to do, then I'll do it. But right now, I'm enjoying where I am. I'm enjoying my life and who I am on the inside and outside. Nobody can take that from me. Look up all your imperfections. Look at yourself and say, you know what? This is an imperfection. This is an imperfection. This is an imperfection. Embrace it. Because then when someone says it to you, you're like, yeah, no. And what else you got? You got this. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Stay inspired. Be positive. Be kind to yourself, guys. Be very kind to yourself because you deserve it. Because you're awesome. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really, really appreciate you being here. If you like this content and you want to see more videos by moi, please go ahead and subscribe down below. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a great day.